Are you ready to cross that finish line and achieve your personal goal and to win the gold? Then it's time for our final step. Step 5, take action and win. A couple additional techniques that are critical to make sure that you reach your victory. First of all, be 100% accountable to your coach, to your support team, and most important, to yourself. If you need to perform better, do it. If you need to have a better diet, do it. If you need to practice for more hours every single day, do it. This is not a time for talking anymore. The clock is ticking. And when you commit fully, that is when you will win the race. Next, consider your timeline. Do you have a month, a week, days, hours? Being very conscious of your timeline is going to create a better awareness of the importance of being prepared. Also have the date, the time, the location. Go and check out your environment and visually see yourself winning your gold. I went several different times because I wanted to be comfortable in that environment. Having done this is going to set you apart from others so that you can win the race. And then there's the 3 P's that can really give me a challenge, and that is practice, persistence, and patience. We've talked about practice, and it is absolutely critical that that be done at your highest level. Be better than your best each time that you practice. And being persistent is what is going to assure that you will be the first one across the finish line above anybody else. And then be patient with yourself. This is the one that's a challenge for me because I'm always wanting to do my best, but sometimes we don't have as great of a performance. Remember, we're going to bounce back. So just be persistent in there and continue to move forward. And now that you have the 5 powerful steps for taking charge to win, what are you going to do? What is your plan? It's time to bring all 5 steps together. And the more specific that you can be in each one of them, the more possible it is going to be that you will achieve your victory. And there's going to be obstacles that are going to show up. Believe me, I know firsthand. Yes, I competed in the Senior Olympics and I was very challenged. In fact, when I enrolled, I happened to be laying flat on the couch because I had so much fatigue from a major life-threatening illness that I had been through, and I was recovering. And yet when I laid there, I thought, I want more. And when I had talked to the director of Wisconsin Senior Olympics at the time, Molly, she had told me that all I have to do is get from one end of the pool and back. One end of the pool and back. I thought, well, that sounds achievable. And so I thought about it and I said, you know what? I'm going to do this. And so after I got off the phone, I realized I signed up for 5 heats in swimming. I just started laughing, thinking, what have I done? And yet I had already made the commitment, and so I moved forward. I called my mother, and I said to her, this is what I've done. I am going to be in the Wisconsin Senior Olympic. She busted out laughing. And yet, knowing that I had already made the commitment, we decided together that we would take this journey. I said, I can't do this one alone. Are you in? She said, we're in. And so we moved forward. When I started, I didn't know how to do a flip turn. I did not know how to go off the starting blocks. So I watched YouTube regularly, over and over and over and over again. And I literally practiced in my living room. Eventually I got to the swimming pool and practiced on and on. And I also got my cheerleading team together, and the individuals actually wore t-shirts that said Team Gloria. Boy, didn't that feel good. And the biggest cheerleader of all was my mom. She had her health challenges, and so did I. but it didn't matter because we were focused on something very positive and we were creating growth in our life, and it was really exciting. And so as I moved on, I started to think, you know what? I can do this. I really believe in my heart I can do this, but I needed more support. When I realized that I needed more support, I had to really sit back and think about this. I knew exactly what I had to do. I had to implement the 5 steps to take action and win, and that's exactly what I did. Let me show you. Step number 1, be laser focused. I knew that I was going to be swimming in 5 heats. I had the support of 2 very important people, my 92-year-old mother and Molly. We were ready to go. Number 2, I needed to create a new mindset. I had never competed before. I was a rookie. So I called up my niece and I said, let's take a road trip. We went to Squaw Valley. We got into the car with her family and we drove. We had a great time, and then we pulled up to Squaw Valley. Oh my God, how exciting that was. And they even had the Olympic torch there. And I had planned on going swimming in the pool. It was July, but that didn't happen because it was snowing. So that's okay. I did have the opportunity to stand on the block where the Olympians that came before me would have stood when they received the bronze, the silver, and the gold. And I, of course, was standing where the Olympian won the gold. And it was really exciting because I was there with my grandnephew, Tucker, and my grandniece, Emma. And it was just a moment I will always treasure. So I knew that my mindset was ready. I decided in my mind that when I would practice, I would be Katie Ledecky, the great swimmer with so many medals. And it really helped because I decided I'm going to win the gold just like she did. Then I had to also implement step number 3. I had to make sure that I was having fun during this period of time, because when you're competing, it's very difficult. And you really have to want to do it. So I would make sure to go to the different events within the Senior Olympics. They'd have parties. I volunteered for field and track out in Menominee Falls. And I also made sure to go to the YMCA and enroll in programs there with Karen. And then, of course, as I've mentioned before, I am a rock star, so I had been playing a lot of music. So that was just really the fun that I was having amidst the training to win the gold. Next, I had to create a community, and that was easy because with the Wisconsin Senior Olympics, people are very inviting. And we would go out to dinner, and I would also enjoy just watching other people. Here is our president who had been golfing. And then I got to be the MC of a program that we did to encourage people to be a part of the Senior Olympics. And my guest was Bonnie Blair, one of the most medal achieved individuals in history. And there she was with us, and it was just absolutely exciting. How is that for creating a community? The next one was to take action and win. I did. I actually won a gold medal. And here I am with my mom. I won the gold medal. And that was the most exciting thing possible. Not only did I win one, I won 3 golds and 2 silvers. I swam, she cheered, and we won. And it was great because we did it together. I did win the gold, but I didn't do it alone. I did it with her. We did it together. And there was something so much more, though. There was a silver lining that far transcended anything to do with a medal. And that was how the challenges of our health was replaced by endless joy and unconditional love that we shared during this period of time. And for that, I am forever grateful to the Wisconsin Senior Olympics. It was so exciting. And so as you think about your journey, what are you going to do to implement your 5 steps? We want to see your photo. We want to see your victories. And you know what? We're even going to post it at the Wisconsin Senior Olympic website. So I encourage you to get started and make this happen for yourself. There are so many people that came before me that were successful. Here are some of the various teams, and you can see the great personal achievements that all of these people have had. I achieved victory. They all achieved victory. And now it's time for you to achieve victory. Believe you can, and trust me, you will. Here are my medals. I hold the gold. Not only 1, but 3. And that is so exciting, and you can do the same. I also have 2 silvers. It's so much fun when you join us in doing this and having a wonderful journey along with us. I was a rookie when I came into this and when I made my commitment. I am now a gold medal Olympian. Here it is. If I can, you can too.